the pick is in. We're awaiting the arrival of the commissioner up there at the podium to tell everybody, and they're showing Will Levis on the screen now. He doesn't look like a guy who's been picked. That's not a look of relief.
He's nervous.
Yeah, that's not a look of relief right there.
He swallowed really hard.
His girlfriend and his mom is gossiping with someone else.
Yeah, the overall pick. And this player.
With the fifth pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devon Witherspoon, cornerback, Illinois.
Wow. They go cornerback with the 5th overall pick. How about that? Devon Witherspoon out of Illinois. They're showing him on the screen, incredibly excited out there. And does that tell you that they value the idea of 2 no-fly zones over potential red flags of a guy who, talent-wise, and Jalen Carter, many said, best player in the draft, second best player in the draft?
I think that tells you they could not find a trade partner necessarily, and it tells you just that. And one of the things that we celebrated, and I know there's going to be people that don't like this, Mike Salk. I know that there's going to be people that say you don't take a corner that high. I know it. I'm sure there's analytics people that will tell you you need to focus on the line of scrimmage. But what did we celebrate in the heyday of the Seahawks so much? What did we celebrate? That they were willing to zig when others would zag, that they could take a 5'10 quarterback, that they could take a 6'4 corner in Brandon Browner, that they could take a 6'3, 230-pound safety in Cam Chancellor. Like, they looked at it a little bit differently. And then what did the rest of the league do? They followed. Well, last year, what did the New York Jets do? One of the best defenses in the game. They took Sauce Gardner, number 3, and the old Seahawk DJ Reed had a heck of a season. And you know what you couldn't do? Throw away from Sauce. And you know what you couldn't do? Just throw away from DJ. And this opportunity right here for them to take a corner at number 5 in this draft speaks to what they believe that young man is a violent, physical dude that loves football.
Well, think about it, too. There's lots of nickel being played these days. Now you got Kobe Bryant out there, who also had a really good year.
And Trey Brown, we still don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, we don't know about him. We don't know about Michael Jackson as well. But, you know, you go back to those days. I mean, really, Browner, I guess, when he was in the Legion of Boom, opposite of Sherman, that was pretty solid. But then after that,
Maxwell.
Maxey was, you know, kind of hit or miss. He left, wasn't very good.
Walter Thurman.
Yeah, there was always that guy that was missing at the other corner. And, yeah, I mean, look at the physicality of this guy. Like, he wants to hit people. So, and the other thing, too, is, you know, they've been saying, well, Shaquille Griffin, they're going to take a late round for a corner. That's not a thing. Kind of like the Ohio State quarterback thing. It's just a coincidence.
No, that's a thing.
Yeah, they don't have – they've just not had a player that good be available in the first couple rounds.
They're showing a little highlight package of him right here, and now they're seeing John Schneider high-fiving everybody in the room there.
And Jody Allen, I love that right there. Jody Allen is front and center.
See, I always get sucked into these highlight packages because they make everybody look like they're on their way to Canton. I mean, he looks like he's just going to knock your head off. He looks like he's incredibly physical. You're a guy that's covered a lot of these guys in college. I don't know how much you had a chance to watch him during the year. Give a scouting report.
Yep, I had Illinois last year, and he is just a tough sucker, man. I mean, that's not been a good program. They have been on the struggle bus for a bunch of years. Brett Bielema came to Champaign, and this year they turned the corner. Their defense was salty. Go look up the University of Illinois' defensive numbers. I think it's the best numbers that they have ever had. And they got good players, and some of them are going to be drafted, and he's the first one of them drafted. And, you know, what they put up there attribute-wise, I would co-sign. Yeah. Instinctive, tough, and, you know, you don't see, Dave, how many corners did you ever play with, have you watched and covered when they hit somebody, the head snaps back?
Yeah, that's rare to see that.
It just doesn't happen at 180 pounds very often. But
yeah, and he played in 41 games. Not a lot of numbers as far as interceptions. He had 3 last year, but like you said, a sack, tackles for loss, things like that. And yeah,
8.5 tackles for loss this season before.
Pretty amazing.
8.5 tackles for loss.
Is he head and shoulders above the other cornerbacks?
He is. Where he's different, and why they targeted him is his mindset.